Find the exact value of each of the remaining trig functions of theta. Cosine theta is given -1/4 and tangent is positive. So first we need to determine the quadrant where this angle theta lies. So cosine is negative. So all students take calculus. So cosine is negative where? So here's positive, so here and here, either in second quadrant or third quadrant, and we want at the same time tangent to be positive. So here only sine and cosecant positive, so tangent positive, so tangent is negative there, so tangent is positive here. So this angle theta lies in the third quadrant. Okay, so let's draw a right triangle. Okay, so theta here in the third quadrant. It doesn't have to be exact, somewhere. It's theta, and we always draw right triangle on x-axis. You can draw anywhere, it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so here's a theta, so this will be opposite side B, this is hypotenuse C, this is adjacent A, and cosine is -1/4. This negative we can regard for the top or the bottom, we'll see. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. We denote by C here, and this hypotenuse is never negative. So it's -1/4, negative on the top and 4. Okay, -1/4. So adjacent is -1. So this is -1 and hypotenuse is 4. This is 4. Now we need to determine B. Okay, so a square plus b square equals c square. A is -1, -1 quantity square plus b square equals c is 4 square, 16. So this is +1, subtract +1 from both sides, 15, take a square root, so plus or minus square root. Okay, b is down here below x-axis, so this has to be negative, so negative square root of 15. So this is negative square root of 15. So we have now all three sides, then we can easily determine these trig functions. Okay, sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, so negative square root of 15/4. Here is a cosecant, that's the reciprocal of this. Okay, so -4/15. We don't have to rationalize, you can rationalize, but that's not necessary. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, so square root of 15, negative square root of 15 over -1. Oh, negatives cancel, just square root of 15. Then cotangent is just reciprocal of this, that means over 1, we just flip 1 over square root of 15. You can rationalize, which is not necessary here. Now secant is reciprocal of cosine. Cosine is -1/4, that means 4/1, so -4/1, just 4. Okay, let's move to the next question. Cosecant theta is given 3, so I would change into cosecant reciprocal of sine. So then sine theta would be 3, means 3/1. I mean 3 is same as 3/1. We flip, we get 1/3. So cosecant theta was given 3, that means sine theta is 1/3. Now cotangent is negative, so we need to determine this theta in the right quadrant first. And we are given that cosecant, that is same as sine, is positive. So all positive, sine positive. So sine is positive means either in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant, so not third, not fourth. And it says cotangent is negative, it's all positive, so it has to be here in the second quadrant. So sine theta is 1 3, so second quadrant, just make a triangle, doesn't have to be exact. Okay, this is theta, and we draw triangle always on x-axis. So here, okay, this is adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse. Here sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so this ratio will be same as this ratio. So b, we can think b equals 1, c equals 3. So b is 1, c is 3. Now a is missing, and we can determine a square plus b square equals c square. A is unknown, a square plus b, 1 square 1, 3 square 9, subtract 1, so 9 minus 1 8, take a square root, so a is square root of 8, plus or minus. This a is in this direction, okay, this is origin in the left, so that means negative. And negative is square root of 8. Square root of 8 is 2 root 2. You can simplify this, which is not necessary. I mean, you can do that. Negative 4 times 2, and 4 is a perfect square, so 2 root 2, or you can leave negative root 8. Okay, a is negative 2 root 2. Now we can determine sine, cosine, everything. Okay, sine is 1/3, that's what we have here. Tangent is b over a, so 1 over negative, this is negative, so I'm going to write negative in the front, 1 over root 8, 2 root 2, b over a. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so negative 2 root 2 over 3. Secant is just reciprocal of cosine, so negative 3 over 2 root 2. Cotangent is reciprocal of tangent, so negative 2 root 2 over 1, just 2 root 2, or negative. Okay.